Java buzzwords or Java features. Got it? The first one. The first one is simple. Java is a simple programming language and it is a very easy language to learn. First point is what? Java is a very simple programming language. Why Java is simple? Because when you know almost the syntax is just like if you know C language, right, you can easily write a Java program. Okay, it is very easy to learn and its syntax is also very simple, clean and easy to understand also. Okay, why Java is very simple means the first point, syntax is syntactically, okay, same as C. Concepts wise same as C++, or else functionality wise same as C++. If you have a little bit idea on C and C++, you can easily learn Java. Okay, and why Java is simple? Another point, the very complex concept of C and C++ is pointers, no? That is removed from Java programming language. Okay, and operator overloading concept from C++ also removed from Java programming language. And here, when you allocate in the C language or C++, when you create a dynamic memory, let me explain what is dynamic memory. When you are executing the program, if you allocate memory at runtime, say example, I have created a student array. Okay, say example, I have given the array size as some 20 or some 10, array size as 10. Then what happens? I thought of only 10 students will attend for the demo session. Say example, take the classroom. Okay, I'm taking the demo sessions for Java and Python. I thought of approximately some 10 students will attend for the demo session. So what I did, I have arranged 10 chairs there. So because that is nothing but static memory. Okay, that is nothing but static memory. Before the class gets started, I arranged 10 chairs by assuming that 10 students will come. Unexpectedly, when the class started, some other students are coming and joining to my class. Then what happens? When the class is going on, I ask my lab admin or some other guys, okay, non-teaching guys, to arrange some more chairs so that they will bring and add in the, they will put it inside my classroom when the class is going on. This is nothing but dynamic memory. At runtime, you don't know how much memory is needed. Got it clear or not? So at runtime, when you allocate memory, that is nothing but dynamic memory. Understood? So in the C language and C++, the allocation of memory at runtime when the program is executing, that is known as dynamic memory allocation. Because as a programmer, I need that dynamic memory, so I allocated that dynamic memory by using the pointers concept, whatever it is. I allocated dynamic memory. So it is my responsibility to release that memory, what I dynamically allocated. Yes or no? So allocation of memory and deallocation of memory, both are programmer responsibility in C and C++. Okay, Bindu, I don't deallocate the memory. What happens? Dangling pointer problem. Okay, this pointers, because you are using pointers for allocating the memory now. That's why internal some what known as files related problems, okay, memory related issues will be raised there. Unreferenced memories will be created, which leads to some problems. Got it clear or not? Understood? So in the C and C++ programming languages, dynamic memory allocation and deallocation. Both are programmer responsibility. But in Java, we have a concept known as garbage collection. Garbage collection. Here, okay, allocate memory whatever you want. There is no need to remove that unused objects because there is an automatic garbage collection concept in Java which will do that unused objects memory, which will release us the unused objects memory or abandoned objects memory automatically. That also makes a Java a simple programming language. Got my point? The first one. Syntax is same as, syntactically it is same as C, and functionality wise it is same as C++. And second one is what? Why Java is simple? Because the pointers concept is not there in Java. Okay, pointers concept is not there in Java. That also makes a Java simple programming language. Operator overloading concept is also removed. Okay, it is not there. And garbage collection. Here in Java, memory allocation is programmer responsibility, but deallocation will be taken care of by garbage collection, GC method, okay, garbage collector method. That automatically JVM will allocate the task to GC, garbage collector. GC method will go and search in the memory for unused objects or unreferenced objects or abandoned objects. We can call it as unused or abandoned or unreferenced objects. Whenever it sees an unused or unreferenced or abandoned objects, it automatically releases the memory. That is the task of JVM, not the programmer. Okay, these are all the things that made the Java a simple programming language, and also it is easy to learn. Is easy to learn and understand. Got it? This makes a Java simple programming language. Next one. Object oriented. What is object oriented? Actually, whenever a language follows OOPS concepts, okay, when a language follows or obeys OOPS concepts, then that language is known as what? Then that language is known as object oriented programming language. Okay, object oriented programming language. Okay, right, fine. What are OOPS concepts? You know, basic OOPS concepts are what? Class, okay, object, and encapsulation, and abstraction, okay, and inheritance, polymorphism, dynamic binding, message passing. Okay, so these are all the OOPS concepts. Okay, class, object, encapsulation, abstraction, inheritance, polymorphism, dynamic binding, and message passing. So when a language follows or obeys OOPS concepts, then that language is known as object-oriented programming language. Java is an object-oriented programming language. Yes, so it is a purely object-oriented because you see, without a class, you cannot write a Java program at all. Without a class, you cannot write a Java program at all. That makes a Java object-oriented programming language. Next one is what? Platform independent. First, I will explain platform independent. So, what is platform independent? First, you know, right? You know already platform dependent, platform independent. I explained. Yes or no? So, what is platform? It is a software and hardware environment where you can run your applications or programs is known as platform. So, platform independent, platform dependent. So, coming to the platform dependent, actually here if an application runs in one OS, unable to run in another OS is known as platform dependent applications. But Java is a platform independent programming language. Why? Because if you write a Java program in one system, it is able to execute in any system. It is able to execute in any system, whatever may be the OS. Okay, how is it possible? because of dot class file only. You know, after compilation, after Java compilation, you are getting dot class file which contains bytecode instructions. You are sending that bytecode, I mean dot class file, to all other people. They, in their systems, even though their operating systems are different, that systems contains JVM which will understands the dot class file, executes it, and finally you are getting the output. Because of dot class file only, Java became the platform independent programming language. Yes or no? Dot class file is the main reason that makes Java platform independent programming language. And here we have this one known as a caption known as Vora. Okay, or we can call it as Quora. Write once, run anywhere, or compile once, run anywhere. Okay, so this is nothing but platform independent. Understood? Next one is what? Here we have distributed, no? Okay, so next one is distributed. Why Java is distributed? First of all, so we can develop distributed applications here. Yes or no? We can develop distributed applications, and whenever you want, you can happily. Java is distributed. Why? Because we can create distributed applications by using RMI, remote method invocation, and EJB, enterprise Java beans, you know, right? So these are used, RMI and EJB. Okay, all these are used. EJB. Okay, RMI and EJB are used for developing what? Distributed applications. And that means what? What is distributed application? That means this feature of Java, actually no, RMI and EJB are used for developing these distributed applications. We can able to access files from any machine in the internet by using the methods, right? We can able to access the files, access the applications, okay, from any machine which is in the global wide, no, anywhere by using by calling the methods, no, you can access anything whatever you want, distributed applications, right? Next one is portable. Java is portable. Why Java is portable? You know, I already said. So when you write a Java program in one system, okay, when you write a Java program in one system, if it gives the same result anywhere in any system, got it clear or not? That makes the Java portable. That means, how is it possible? How Java is portable? Because of bytecode only. Because you are carrying the bytecode from one platform to another platform. Yes or no? Is it needed any implementation changes here? No, not like that. We doesn't require any changes. We doesn't require any implementation changes. Okay, you are just sending, I'm just sending the bytecode to all of you guys. Even though your platforms are different, mine is Windows platform, yours is Linux, and some others is Mac, and some others is Solaris, whatever it is. So there is, even though our platforms are different, it is able to execute it. And even if we execute, we are getting the same result. Okay, so whatever the result I got it in my system, the same result you will also get it. That makes a Java a portable language. Got it? How Java is portable? Because of bytecode only. Because we are carrying the bytecode from one platform to another platform, and we are not doing any changes. We are not doing any implementation changes here. Whatever the result you get it in one system, the same result you will be getting in other systems too. That makes a Java portable language. And next one is robust. Robust means what? Strong and powerful. Strong and powerful. How Java is strong and powerful means because of two features. One is exception handling, another one is garbage collection. I said already, right? Garbage collection. Okay, garbage collection feature and exception handling. Generally, what is exception handling? Let me explain. Okay. Exception means what? Error. Actually, you know, right? If we, as a man, when you are doing something, you will do mistakes. Those we will call it as a mistake, right? But as a programmer, when you are developing the code, you may do some mistakes. That mistakes we are calling it as errors or bugs or issues. Yes or no? So we have three types of errors available. One is compile time error, another one is runtime error, and next one is logical error. Okay. So what are those? Compile time errors, okay, and runtime errors, and logical errors. So compile time errors means what? At the time of compilation, when anything happens, that is known as a compile time error. Understood? Compile time errors are detected by the Java compiler. Java compiler will detect this compile time errors. Okay? Understood? Like if you miss semicolon, if you are not close the curly braces properly, okay, double quotes missing, okay, no space between data type and variable, these are all compile time errors which happens at compilation process. Who is responsible? Java compiler is responsible for identifying the, for detecting the compile time errors. And next one is runtime error. So at runtime, when the program is executing, right, if you get any errors, those are known as runtime errors. Who is responsible? Java virtual machine, JVM, is responsible here. JVM is responsible, like stack overflow, okay, memory out of memory error, index out of bounds, okay. So like that, no, at runtime, virtual machine problem, okay. So these are all the runtime errors. There the programmer can't do anything. Got it or not? So here at runtime, when the program is executing, if anything happens, that is nothing but a runtime error. And next one is logical error. You know, mistakes in the logic of the program. So I want to do the multiplication of two numbers, but instead of using asterisk, I use plus. Obviously, I'll get the wrong result. Who is responsible? Either compiler or JVM? No, the programmer is responsible, because the programmer is going to write the logic, right? So he is responsible for, 1 second. Yeah, sorry. So logical error means what? The mistake in the execution of the program, right? Sorry, the mistake in the logic of the program, the flaws or mistakes in the logic of the program. This is nothing but a logical error. Who is responsible? The programmer is solely responsible for this logical errors. Now coming to the exception handling. See, robust means strong and powerful. Why Java is strong and powerful? Because of these concepts. You know, garbage collection. Okay, memory allocation is programmer responsibility. Deallocation will be taken care of by JVM itself by using the garbage collection method. Okay. Exception handling means what? Exception means a runtime error. Exception means a runtime error. Understood? Exception means a runtime error. Can't we call a compile time error as exception? No. The exceptions are nothing but runtime errors which happens at runtime. But we have compile time exceptions also. That means some exceptions are detected by compiler at compile time and some exceptions are detected by JVM at runtime. Exception is nothing but it is an, see, unexpectedly something happens when you are executing a program at runtime. That is nothing but an exception. Can't we call a compile time error as exception? No, because all exceptions happens only at runtime. All exceptions happens only at runtime only. Got it clear? Yes. So let me explain some exception. Actually, we have some. I have taken a is equals to 10. Okay, I have taken in a is equals to 10, and I have written some b is equals to. Here what I am doing is 10 by n I have given. Okay, n is nothing but the arguments you are reading at runtime. Okay, from the command prompt you are reading n value. Understood my point or not? From the command prompt, I'll show it to you next. So if you pass at runtime, I am passing the n value, not at compilation time. Here a value I have given as a 10, no problem already. But n value I did not provide it, which I am passing at runtime. If I pass n value as non-zero value, then there is no problem at all. It is successfully done and you will be getting the output. But if I don't pass any value, then n value becomes a 0. Yes or no? Division by 0 error, you will get it. That is an exception, arithmetic exception. Arithmetic exception. Next one is what? Some array index out of bounds exception. I have taken an array with what size? New int of 5 I have taken. I have taken an array with 5 size. Means 5 elements I can store. But here I will write 5 means what? A of 0 to A of 4. But here I am writing A of 5 is equals to 50. Array index out of bounds exception, you will get it. Array index out of bounds exception. These all happens. Actually, no. Some abnormal event happens at runtime, which will stop the execution of the program. That is nothing but exception. It is an abnormal event that happens during the program execution. That is nothing but exception. When it happens, what happens exactly? If exception happens in our program, immediately in the middle of the program, it stops and comes out of the program. That leads to problem. You may lose your data. Let me explain one small example. Say example, assume that I have written a program where in that program I am creating a file. After creating the file, I am putting some data inside that into that file. I am inputting some data into the file, and once done, I am doing some process on that data what I inputted into that file. Finally, I am closing the file. This is what my program. Program is executing. A file is created, and data is I inserted the data into the file. Okay, when it is doing some process, some exception happens. What it happens? What will be done? What exactly happens there? Because I created a file is nothing but what I opened the file. I inserted data into the file. When I am doing some process on the data, this exception happens. Abnormally, the program comes out of the control will comes out of the program, which leads to data loss, because whatever the file I have opened is not closed properly, which leads to data loss. Got it? Understood my point or not? Because of exception happens in the middle of the program, the control comes out of the program, which leads to data loss. So to avoid this problem, okay, we are not avoiding the exceptions. The exceptions will be happened as usual, but we are using the exception handling mechanism to avoid the damage that should be happened for our data. Understood my point or not? Exception handling is nothing but try, catch, finally blocks. Next I will explain. So everyone thinks that by using exception handling we can avoid the exceptions. No. What I am saying is exception happens as usual. As a programmer, when you are writing something, when you are executing some code, obviously at runtime you may get exceptions. But what our main intention is, even though there is an exception in our program, the program should not be abnormally terminated. Whatever the final closing of operations it has to done, it has to do it properly, and then it has to come outside so that there is no question of data loss. Of course, exception is there, but still it should not come outside. It has to perform all the closing operations perfectly, and then it has to come outside. Then what happens? No question of data loss. No. That is what the exception handling is going to perform. By using try catch blocks, you are going to do that. You are not avoiding the exceptions. Exceptions happens, but if exception happens, avoiding the damage that should be happened for your data using this exception handling mechanism. Got it? So because of these two concepts, exception handling and garbage collection, Java became a robust language. Got it clear? Next, Java is an interpreted language. Okay, Java is what language? Interpreted language. Why Java is interpreted language? You know already. In Java, we are using what both what known as Java compiler as well as Java interpreter also. Yes or no? In the yesterday's session, I explained, right? Generally, normal statements will be executed by Java compiler interpreter, but if there is any looping constructs like that, JIT compiler will support the Java interpreter to execute it faster, right? So, because it is an interpreted language where the interpreter is going to execute your bytecode, okay, that's why it is an interpreted language. And now the next one is a secure. Why Java is secure? Okay, so inbuilt security features are there. Inbuilt security features. So what are those inbuilt security features here? The first one, it is best for security. First of all, okay, virus free systems we can develop using Java. Why? Because here no question of explicit pointers. Okay, and moreover, the first thing is when you write a C program or C++ program, okay, it uses the operating system, you know, runtime environment of operating system. Inside the operating system, okay, runtime environment, the programs gets executed when you take C or C++ applications. But Java not like that. Okay, it is not using the runtime environment of operating system. It uses, we have our own runtime environment, no, that is nothing but Java virtual machine, right? So this Java is going to use Java virtual machine. It uses its own runtime environment for executing the Java applications. Okay, so it uses their own sandbox, virtual machine sandbox, for executing the Java programs. That also makes a Java secure. Got it clear? Understood? Next, so many cryptographic algorithms also you can develop using what? Java language. And here, next one is what? Multi-threaded. Okay, multi-threaded, dynamic, architectural neutral, and scalability. That means scalability means what? Wide variety of computers can use Java. That means see, from small computers to large supercomputers, wherever you want, there you can install Java software and you can work with that. And by using Java, you can develop any type of things, like almost, that's what I'm telling you, some billions of devices are working on Java. Okay, and it is a high performance. It is high in performance. Why it is high in performance? Yesterday I said it uses generally interpreter languages. I mean, Java is using interpreter for executing the code, right? So whenever you use interpreter, which will do the translations in line by line manner, which makes the performance of the language will be degraded, right? But it is not like that, because it is taking the support of JIT compiler. Okay, so Java interpreter and JIT compiler both will combinedly converts the bytecode instructions into machine understandable format, which makes a Java high performance programming language. Got it clear? So when a language is interpreted language, it becomes a slower performance, will be slower. But here it is not like that, because it is taking the support of JIT compiler. That makes a Java high performance programming language. Got it clear? Next one is architecture neutral. Okay, what is architecture neutral? Because here there are no implementation dependent features. Yes or no? Yes or no? It is neutral on the architecture, neither dependent nor independent. Let me take one example. If you take C language, right? In the C language, you know, int is a data type. In 32-bit systems, it will occupy 2 bytes of memory. In some systems like 64-bit operating systems like that, it will occupy 4 bytes of memory. Depends on the system implementation, right? Okay. The data type of memory will be changed. In some systems it occupies 2 bytes of memory for integer, and in some systems it occupies 4 bytes of memory. Okay. So, but whereas here in Java, it is not like that. Wherever it is not dependent on the implementation. No dependent implementation dependent features here. Okay, so anywhere, wherever it is, it occupies same amount of memory. Okay, neither dependent nor independent, neutral on the architecture. That is nothing but architecture neutral. Got it? Scalable I said, and high performance also I said. Next one is what? Dynamic. Okay, Java is a dynamic language because dynamic loading of classes will be supported by Java. That means now we can load the classes at runtime. Okay, and also it will support the C and C++ native programs also. You know, yesterday I said native methods, right? C++ functions. Okay, and here we have a dynamic compilation and automatic garbage collection. Dynamically the memory will be removed, unwanted memory will be removed, right? Okay, that makes a Java dynamic programming language. Understood? Next one is multi-threaded. Okay, thread is nothing but a separate path of execution of the program, is nothing but thread. Generally for executing the program methods, single program methods concurrently, then we are going to use the threads concept. Okay, so I mean multiple tasks at once. If you want to do it, then you are going to use this threads concept. Okay, so that means now because of using this multi-threading concept, it does not occupy more memory and less system resources it uses, and moreover the same memory space will be, common memory area will be shared to multiple threads. So these are some important concepts, important features of multi-threading concept, where especially in video files, I mean no, in multimedia files, no, you are going to use this multi-threading concept. Got it? Understood? Any doubts here? Let me explain once again. Okay, the Java features. The first one is simple. Why Java is simple? It is easy to learn. Syntax is same as C, and functionality wise it is same as C++. No pointers concept. Operator overloading concept is also removed from C++. And here garbage collection, that makes us Java a simple programming language. Means memory allocation is our responsibility. The allocation will be taken care of by GC method, by JVM. And whenever a language follows OOPS concepts, that is known as object-oriented programming language, where it is following all the OOPS concepts. That's why it is known as object-oriented programming language. Next, further, after arrays concept, after basics, control flow statements, then arrays, then immediately OOPS starts. By that time, I'll explain all these things. So, these are all the OOPS concepts, okay, where because it is following all the OOPS concepts, and moreover in Java compulsory we need to use a class. So if you want to write a program, compulsory you need a class, at least one class. That makes a Java object-oriented programming language. And coming to the platform independent, why Java is platform independent means because of .class file only. Why? Because we can execute this .class file anywhere in any platform. That makes a Java write once anywhere, platform independent. And next one is what? Distributed. By we can develop distributed applications by with the support of RMI and EJPs, where you can able to use, you can able to execute the applications from anywhere in the through the internet, right? And portable, wherever you execute, because of bytecode only, portability feature is there for Java. Because when I send a bytecode to multiple systems, when you guys execute, whatever the output I got it, the same result you will be getting. That makes a Java portable language. Strong and powerful because of two things. Java is robust language, exception handling and garbage collection. Okay, and interpreter, because it is going to use the interpreter for executing the bytecode to machine understandable format. You are going to call it as an interpreted programming language. Whenever a language is interpreted language, the performance will be degraded, but it is not like that here, because it is going to use the support of JIT compiler. That's why it is called as a high performance programming language. And secure, built-in security features are there, no pointers is there. Okay, no pointers concept. And one more important thing is it is not using the runtime environment of operating system, like just like C and C++. It is using its own runtime environment called as Java virtual machine. Inside that, it is going to execute the program. That also gives a section. And then if you want to execute a multi-task single program concurrently simultaneously, then you are going to use the threads concept. Okay, and the dynamic programming language. Okay, So dynamically loading of classes will be done, okay, and it will support the use of native functions like C++ functions, and it is neutral on the architecture, either dependent or independent. Because no, I said right, neutral architecture. Neutral means what? I said one example. In C, 32-bit systems 2 bytes and 64-bit 4 bytes, but it is neutral. Wherever it is occupying the same amount of memory. That is what I think. And scalability means to wide variety of computers, from small systems to large systems. It is suitable anywhere you can install and you can develop the code. Got it? So these are all the Java features, important features. This makes a Java a very popular programming language. Okay, any doubts here? Any doubts here? No? Shall I proceed to the next topic, JSL or API? And
sure,
am I going fast?
Yes, Bindu.
Yes? Am I going fast?
No, Bindu.
No? Yeah, somewhere. Bindu. Are you recording the session? Yes, yes. I'm recording the session. Yeah. So JSL. Yesterday we have discussed about JVM, JDK, JRE. You know JDK. To write, compile, and execute program, need JDK. To only run the programs, JRE is enough. JVM, responsibility for converting bytecode instructions to machine understandable format. And now JSL or API, Java Standard Library or Application Programming Interface. Okay. Our main thing is, first of all, in my classes, learning language is nothing but you should learn a syntax, you should learn concepts, you should learn library too. Okay. Here, one small request. Okay. No, nothing. I'm telling you. JSL or API, Java Standard Library or API. Okay. So learning language is nothing but you have to learn the syntax first of all. Without knowing syntax, how can you write a program? First, we need a syntax. What is syntax? The grammar of a particular programming language is nothing but syntax. Yes or no? You have to learn the syntax, you have to learn the concepts, and you have to learn library too. Because if you don't know what exactly the predefined functions are available, then how can you use all those in your programs? You must and should know about the library. Every language will have a library, right? You should thoroughly understand the library of that language. At least whatever is important, not entire, because it's not possible to remember 5,000 classes. Yes or no? Approximately 5,000 classes are there in the Java library. We cannot remember all the classes, but at least whatever is important in developing the projects, we need to remember all those things. Okay, so C language will also have a library. Every language also have a library. It's a good library but not powerful. Why? C library is a collection of what? Header files. You know, stdio.h, conio, okay, then alloc.h, string.h, stdlib.h, ctype.h. Like it's so many header files are there. What is header file? It's a standard file which contains the predefined functions, declarations and prototypes. Yes or no? Predefined function declarations and prototypes are there in the header file. See example, assume that if you want to develop a graphics program, you have to include all those header files. What are here? These are the header files. You need to include. Why? Because all the graphics related functions are not available in a single header file. All are scattered into multiple header files. Yes. So stdio.h consists of some graphics related functions. Conio consists of some. DOS.h consists of only one function, delay function. and graphics.h consists of some graphics related functions. So to write a graphics program, you need to include all the four. Whenever you include all the four, right? Say example, when you include dos.h, here you need only this function. Say example, this function code is just 30 lines. But because of including this header file in your program, if dos.h contains some 300 lines, that entire code is included into your program, which leads the length of the program increases. Memory waste, execution time waste. Yes or no? This is what the problem here. That's why what Java people are decided, okay, we should not develop like that. We have to divide it based on that particular folder. Okay. So API means what? It is a collection of predefined classes and interfaces. So generally Java library is divided into some parts. Each and every part known as package. Each and every part known as what? Package. Package is what? Package is nothing but a folder, or we can call it as directory. It's a collection of related predefined classes, interfaces and sub-packages. One package consists of predefined classes, interfaces. Along with that, it will have some sub-packages also. You know, one folder consists of subfolders, right? Same way, package is nothing but a folder only, directory only. Okay. Sub-package in turn is a collection of predefined classes, interfaces and sub-packages too. Got my point? Java library is divided into some parts. Each and every part we are calling it as what? Packages. There are so many packages available like lang package, IO. Lang means language package. If you want to develop a basic fundamental Java program, lang package. All the classes related to develop a fundamental programs, basic things are available in a Java.lang package. Got it? Next one is Java.io package. All the input output related classes, interfaces, methods, everything are available in the IO package. Got it? Net package, networking package, applet package, util package. So many packages are there. Further we'll discuss about that. Okay. So let me explain this one. Here we have three types of packages available. One is predefined package, another one is user defined package, and the last one is third party defined package. So predefined packages means what? So whatever the packages, the JavaSoft people, you know, James Gosling team, whatever the JavaSoft people provided, those are known as predefined packages. Okay, lang, IO, util, SQL, etc., etc. User-defined packages means as a programmer, if I have developed some 10 programs, 10 classes I wrote. If I put all those classes into one folder, I can create a package of my own, and I can put all the class files, whatever I have created, and further I'll use all those classes in some other programs when I am developing. Instead of writing the same code for multiple number of times, I can do it like that. We are using now the predefined classes, whatever JavaSoft people has provided. In the same way, we can also develop the classes. We can put it in a package, and you can use that package wherever you want in your project instead of developing the same code for multiple number of times. Got it? So user-defined packages. So for developing the user-defined packages, you are going to use the keyword known as package keyword. Okay. So here package Bindu and pack1 dot pack2. That means pack1 is the main package. Inside that, pack2 is a sub package, like that. And third-party defined packages are also there. Sometimes if you are developing the web application, sometimes you may get the third-party related packages like the drivers, Oracle driver software and IBM JDBC driver software, like that. No, those are nothing but third-party defined packages. Got it? Three types: predefined, user-defined, and third-party defined packages. Here again, predefined packages are divided into three more types: core packages, advanced packages, mobile packages. In our core, this is the core Java, right? So that's why in our classes we are focusing on these core packages, not on these advanced and mobile packages. Got it? So core packages we are going to concentrate, like AWT, applet, IO, lang, util, swing. Okay. So say example, if you take 10,000 applications, Java applications, 9,999.99 applications uses all these three packages. IO lang util that we are going to cover in our syllabus. Entire package. Mostly 1 or 2 classes I may skip because if those will not be used. Mostly all of the classes interfaces present in IO lang and util we are going to cover in our course. Understood? Any doubts here? This is an introduction to Java Standard Library or API. Again, separate packages concept is there. Separate. How to create a package, how to write class, how to import it to other programs. Everything we'll discuss it very clearly in the next sessions. Once that topic comes. Right? Any doubts here?
No doubts.
Okay. Okay. So that's all about the today's session.
Yeah, Bindu,
And
regarding the API